This is 5.5 on your own. You can check it out in your book on page 170, and it goes all the way to 172. Let's take a look at the first problem in your book. It is number 4. The table shows the number of water bottles and juice bottles sold at 2 school events. What is the ratio of water bottles sold to juice boxes sold in the first event? So water bottles is 24, juice boxes is 54. So we have 24 to 54. The next one, what is the ratio of water bottles sold to juice boxes in the second event? So if you look right here, you have 36 to 108. Part C, are the ratio of water bottles sold to juice boxes sold equivalent for each event? Okay, so there's a lot of things right here that you have to try to determine what it is. So the answer is going to be no. Because let me bring up a work page over here so you can see what I mean by that. If I have 36 over 108, and I have 24 over 54, to get from 108 to 54, I would divide by 2. And if I take 36 and divide it by 2, I get 18, which is not 24. So 18 would be less than 24. So your answer is this first one. Okay, let's look at number 2. In your book, it's number 5. Also builds her own triangular frames for painting. She has one frame with a length of 60 centimeters and a height of 45 centimeters. She builds a second frame with an equivalent ratio of length to height. The length of her second frame is 100 centimeters. What is the height? So let's set up our proportions. Get my screen split and this cleared off. So my original one was 60 centimeters. That was the length. And the width is 45 centimeters. And the length of the second one, so this is the height. The length of the second one is 100 centimeters. And I need to figure out this right here. Now, we cannot get from 60 to 100 in one step. So what we're going to do is we're going to find a number that can go into both 60 and 45. That I can, this is what we're going to be doing is called scaling. So I'm going to scale it down. So I'm going to divide by a number, and then I'm going to multiply to get 100. So a number that can go into both 60 and 45 is going to be, I'm going to go with 15. Because 60 divided by 45, sorry, 60 divided by 15 is 4. 45 divided by 15 is 3. Now I can take that 4 and change it into 100. So 4 times 25 is 100. I multiply by 25 on top, I have to do it on the bottom. So 3 times 25 is 75. Now, so when you scale, I like to scale back first, and then I like to multiply. So to scale back, you divide, and then to go forward, you multiply. So there are lots of different numbers that go into both 60 and 45, but you're going to have to find a number when you divide by that gives us a number right here that can change into that number. And we're going to be practicing that some more, so don't you worry. Okay, this one, a court reporter can type 215 words per minute. So I have 215 words over 1 minute. In your book, this is problem number 6. How many minutes? So already I know I need to find this because it said how many minutes. will it take the reporter to type a document that is 1,505 words long? So I have to figure out what I can multiply 215 by to get into 1,505. So I'm going to take a number down here and multiply it. Let me try 7. 5 times 7 is 35. 1 times 7 is 7 plus 3 is 10. 14, 15. Oops, so I'm going to multiply by 7. If I multiply by 7 up here to keep it equivalent and proportional, I need to multiply by 7 down here. So 1 times 7 is 7. So it will take her 7 minutes to do that. Next. Okay, we got some flowers here. The ratio of Delilah's to sunflowers is the same in all the flower arrangements at a banquet. So there's 8 of these, 6 of these. We're going to put, so they're doing a double number line this time instead of like proportions like we've been doing. So if we have 4 of these, we're going to have, are we dragging? No, we're not. We're going to have 3 because that is half that many. So if I have 4 of these, I get 3 of these. 8 of these, I get 6 of these. Looks like we're going up by 12. So 12 of these, we get 9, 16, 20. I'm just going to go ahead and fill these out on top. 20, 24, 28. On the bottom, I go 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, and then 24. Okay, so how many of Delilah's will be there when there are 33 sunflowers? So I'm going to go ahead and so I want to know if I have 33 sunflowers, how many Delilah's will it be? So I'm trying to find this. I know when there's 4 Delilah's, there are 3 sunflowers. And I know that from looking at this double number line right here. Now I can make that 3 into a 33 by multiplying by 11. If I multiply by 11 down here, I'm going to multiply by 11 up here. So 4 times 11 is 44. Okay, let's look part C. What ratio of Delilah's to all the flowers when there are 21 total flowers? So 21 total. I think I forgot a letter there. I forgot an H. So we're trying to find this. 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I had 4 Delilah's, I'm just using this information I have right here. The total. So I have to count up both of these. So 3 plus 4 is 7. So I'd have 7 total at that time. 7 times 3 is 21. And 4 times 3 is 12. I chose to multiply by 3 here because I multiplied by 3 there. So we get 12 over 21. Next one, part D. I'm going to have to go clear my page off here, unfortunately. So what is the ratio of sunflowers to all flowers in a bouquet with 70 total flowers? But I'm going to use this information right here, the 4 over 7, because I had 7 total here. So let me remember that as I'm writing. So if I had 7 total, and now this time I'm doing sunflowers. And in that case, I had 3 sunflowers and 70 total. I had to change it to sunflowers because that's what they want to know this time. To get from 7 to 70, I'm going to multiply by 10. If I multiply by 10 on bottom, I'm going to multiply by 10 on top. 3 times 10 is 30, so I'm going to get 30 here. So 30 over 70. There we go. Let's hit next. If you're in your book, you're on page 171 now, and this is number 8. Nadine shops at 3 different grocery stores. She uses the ads to determine where to buy certain items. So the table shows the cost of a brand of laundry detergent at each store. So at this one, it costs $5.76 and it's 48 ounces. At this one, it's $3.38 and it's 26 ounces. And at this one, is $5.94 and it's 54 ounces. So what they want us to find on part A is the price per ounce on each of them. So to do that, I just need to divide all 3 of them. So I'm going to take the money and divide it by the ounces. And our last one, $5.94. So I got all this information from the chart over here. 576 divided by 48, 338 divided by 26, and 594 divided by 54. Then I move my decimal up. 48 goes into 57 once, because that is 48. 57 minus 48 is 9. I'm going to bring down the 6, and 48 times 2 is 96. Okay, let's look at the next one. The decimal goes up. 26 goes into 13 once. Or 26 goes into 33 once. 33 minus 26 is 7. I'm going to bring my 8 down. 26 times 3 is 78. Next one, bring our decimal up. 54 goes into 59 once. 59 minus 54 is 5. Bring down my 4. And 54 goes into 54 once. Okay, now we're going to take this information and put it right here. So this first one, we have 12 cents, because that's right here. The second one, we have 13 cents. And then the third one, we have 11 cents. Part B. Where should Nadine shop to get the lowest price per ounce? So the lowest one is the 11-cent one. If we look up here, that's at the city market. Next. Okay, our next problem in your book is number 9. The tape diagram shows the ratio of hamburgers to veggie burgers served at a family reunion. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hamburgers, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 veggie burgers. So what is the ratio of veggie burgers served to hamburgers? It is 5 to 12 because we have 5 veggie burgers and 12 hamburgers. And we did veggie burgers first because they asked veggie burgers first. If 30 veggie burgers were served, how many hamburgers were served? So we have 5 veggie over 12 hamburgers. And they asked if we got 30 veggies, how many we get right here. So 5 times what is 30? That is 6. If I multiply by 6 on top, I'm going to multiply by 6 on bottom. 12 times 6 is 72. So there's 72 hamburgers.